wear a lot of the same things. Like I have a really good t-shirt game. Like I'm okay with saying that, and I love denim. But for me, where I step out of the bag the most are my shoes and my handbags.
Me too.
So it's funny. I'm learning to love prints and handbags, but it's taken me a moment.
Yeah,
I'm a solid color kind of gal.
It has to be kind of like the right print, I think.
Yeah.
Like the right mixture of colors, because I'm with you on that. It's hard.
Yeah. So this is kind of the fun, because I think for any of you at home who have particular styles, I feel like orYANY is one of those brands that redefines what you thought a handbag could look like, especially in terms of luxury details. So I encourage you, while you have us here, we're going to be here for the next 30 minutes, all on clearance. This is Lucia. This is 5 easy payments of less than $30, and the savings, we're talking about $103. So that's a big deal. 1-800-500-7590. We wanted to show you this bag in 3 colors because this is something as lightweighted as it is. I'm surprised it could be this big.
The leather is smooth and supple. It's really like, it's almost like a gooey kind of a leather. It's so soft. It's smooth. So that's kind of the beauty of this, is that you can really wear it either way. But it's got a great detail. You can see how that curve to the bag on the bottom has all that pleating, that chevron in the center, and really how we've looped the leather. So instead of giving you a seam, the leather is like wrapped and folded. So maybe we can come over to me and I'll show you over here. How the leather just kind of curves around.
It's very pretty.
Or I can come to the pink.
Oh, here we go. You
can see, like, instead of doing a seam, we've added this extra piece. I mean, this is a whole extra chunk of leather on every single side to give you that luxury, because otherwise it would just be a seam. You wouldn't get that kind of dimension. So extra leather, extra softness, the beautiful details with the little touches of hardware, even up onto the shoulder strap. You've got a great woven braiding that is gorgeous on one side, so it looks great, but we've kept it smooth underneath so that it's comfortable for you to wear. But look at that, gives you, this is all done by hand. So when you think of the time it takes somebody to create these bags for you, true craftsmen are just weaving the leather. I can't braid hair, let alone braid leather.
I know, you and I would fall asleep and take a nap because we'd be like, this is taking such a long time.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. And then this great detail of the tassel on the side. You could take this off and add it to another bag or use it some other way you wanted. But this is a braid that has all hand-painted edging, so you can really see every detail. Wow. And then follow me down to all that soft leather. And I love when we do like that detail that you can see that the suede, so it gives you the texture, the high and low of the leather. Then there's pockets here. You've got a zippered pocket on this side and another zippered pocket over here. So functionality on the outside, I think, is key. We all need to be able to grab things. But take a look when you spin the bag around. You've got the hardware, and this is technically, for us, this is the back of the bag. You can use this, I know, you can use this as the front if you want. Where we put the tassel is the front of the bag and the pocket.
That is so cool.
But if you want, when you pick this bag up at the restaurant or wherever you are, this looks like the front of the bag. I mean, who puts hardware on the back of the bag?
This is why this brand is so major. And then I think about, like, you and I were talking about where you're traveling over the summer, your husband's working in Europe, and I think maybe that's where your passports, your phones are, and it's close to your body.
Right, up against you. So then on the inside, leather collar going around, another luxury detail, magnetic closure, and then you've got 2 zippered pockets on that side, trimmed in that same soft leather. There's that beautiful orYANY embossing, and then I'll turn the bag around and show you on the other side, another zip pocket, and then 2 slip pockets. Always a lot of function for you as well, because we want the bag to be useful in your lifestyle so that you want to grab it and it makes sense for you, but it always has to look fantastic.
Well, and take a look at how this looks on the body. First of all, it's 1.7 pounds. So to get this much detail with the fold over leather, the chevron, the fringe, the whip stitching, that's a really incredible way to have not sacrificed the leather. And I mean, you can just see by touching it, it's incredibly pillowy, which I find decadent for this price point of under $30 on Easy Pay. I also want to mention that when you see the size of the bag, it's 15.5 inches wide and 10 inches from top to bottom. Now, what's interesting is there are some women that'll say to you, I am a big bag girl through and through. But so many times, like myself, if I have a big bag, it's going to grow this way. Naturally, with the way that this is designed, this will always be sleek. This will always lay flush against your body. And I think in a world where you're commuting, I think in a world where probably you've got a million meetings, you're you're on the go.
Right.
You no longer have that 8-hour workday. It's like we started the day at 6 and we're getting home at 9:30. This is the bag that you really want to carry it all with, because while it can be just at an inch depth, it can expand to 5 with what you put in it.
And because it's more like west, you have more width to it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't become overwhelming. I think when a bag gets long and wide, that's when it gets to be too big. But this kind of keeps that curved shape up at the top. It tapers in. So it's never overwhelming. It's comfortable on the shoulder, but you can carry it in the crook of your arm.
Yeah.
It has that softness, that feminine quality. It's really pretty. Then the fringe detail just adds like movement and personality.
Fewer than 200 to go around. The Rosa that I'm carrying is going to be our most limited, fewer than 2 dozen to go around. You take a look at Anya and Bonnie. They're both in the sky blue and the beige as well. Both a wonderful choice. I do think going into spring and summer, what's nice about the sky blue is it's very sophisticated.
Yeah.
You know, but I could also see it with your favorite pair of denim and riding boots going into fall as well. And then with the cooler tones in winter that you're probably experiencing right now. So
Navy with this would be great, you know?
Navy and cream, and just kind of
And charcoal gray. Yeah, like you could really play that in many different ways.
And then this Rosa that you see right here, just a really popular color all the way around. And again, something that you don't see that often in handbags, but I love how uniquely feminine it looks, but it also has that Americana vibe to it color-wise.
And then also a little bit kind of vintage rose to me. Like,
Yeah.
So think of like florals and maxi dresses, how that'll like really pick up. Even the other day I was here, I forget what item we were even presenting, but it was something, yeah. Somebody had like a floral shirt on, but the color wasn't what the color of the bag was not even in the color of the shirt, but it just pulled the colors out. And when
Well,
you wear something
that
kind of saturated like
beige,
that,
too.
yeah.
I mean, that to me is a perfect color that if you had on, you know, any other, like if it were green, if it were navy, it would have totally different personality.
Right. And I mean, obviously you can wear this color all year round. If you're somebody that you can totally wear white all year, but if you're somebody that gets a little nervous about it, this is a great way to carry a light bag. And if you don't like to switch out, then this will carry you through all the seasons.
And it's a great transitional color too, because sometimes I feel like, okay, well, when everybody's transitioning, there's a snowstorm outside and we have no choice.
Right.
So this is still comfortable enough to wear over your jackets, but then when you have that day of 70-degree weather, like we did on Sunday,
Wonderful.
you break this out and you're like, ooh, we should brunch somewhere.
Totally.
Brunch somewhere, only thing that makes sense. 3 colors, sky blue, there's that beige that you see on Bonnie, and then I'm carrying the Rosa. Less than $30 on Easy Pay, and remember, you're saving $103, no reorder. 1-800-500-7590. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
No time, oh, please.